a child. Today's topic. Hello.
Hello.
Charlie, you go date someone where you get picky.
Yeah, but then also it depends. It depends on the person, in question. The born one in question, or born two, or born three, or however. Because most of the time we assume that those that have kids have some kind of maturity, the way they think is quite different from somebody who doesn't. But most of the time, it's a lie. They even, think less than those that do not have kids. But personally, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Yes, I wouldn't mind to date someone who has a kid. Wait, a kid, but kids, I will mind. A kid, I will not mind.
So what's your limit?
One. Hey, you want two? Yeah.
So just one, eh?
Oh, just one. One is fine. One is fine. Yeah, because. Okay, we'll come back to me.
I think following up on what she said, having a child is not a recipe for maturity.
Exactly.
People, you have kids having kids, and all that. It boils down to who is the person in question.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for me, I would date, and I think for me, it's not just a kid. I think I could consider more than one child. Yeah.
What is your limit?
Or it depends on the ages of the kids.
Yeah, it also depends on the ages of the kids. But no, not 5. 5 is a crowd. 5 is like a country. So probably we'll be dealing with like 2. 2 is good. Unless the rest are all mature. If they're big and then I don't have to deal with anybody running around, then fine.
Yeah. Okay. Public thing.
Media, I no go happy. You no go happy. You no go happy. Dating a woman with a child, you no go happy. But you see, some of the women, they are smart and tricky. So maybe let's say I fall in love with you, finish. You understand? So as I fall in love with you, finish.
Wait, hold on.
It sounds very weird.
Yeah, like exactly.
I mean, it's
you fall in
dating.
love before.
Yeah.
It's dating.
Then the BC say you fall in love
Before.
Oh, I know say it go happen one day.
Please continue.
I be discussion, so it will happen one day. So let's say I fall in love, finish.
Now
you get it.
Let's see.
So as I fall in love, finish, then maybe there is a day your mom comes to visit or something, and she comes with a child, and then now I realize, this is your offspring. You understand? So I think there will be a confusion in my head there, because if the lady is worth it, to me, I would consider the child. You get it? It's like you fall in love with a girl and then you realize she is status.
Right.
You understand? So you can overlook the speech impediment because you love her, and then it happens.
So wait, so your own is you be in it if you don't know.
If you don't know, but if you know, you wouldn't.
If I know,
You would consider.
if I know, it won't even
worth
happen. I'll block your number straight. Straight.
So wouldn't you consider being dishonest, that she didn't tell you?
Yeah, you see, that's it. I would also consider the fact that she was scared, because it happens to ladies. Some of them are always scared that if they just bring all their problems on you, you would run away. So she tries to keep some of her problems to herself, which is understandable. So she tries not to make another man's burden my burden. That is what I would consider, and even like her for it. That she didn't want to just throw all her problems on me. Yeah.
If it's getting serious, there should be a moment where she talks about it.
Should have to tell you.
Yeah,
if it's getting serious.
If you're looking at having a child as a burden, and you're
having another person's child as a burden.
No. I'm looking at it like that. Like you're saying,
another man's
she doesn't
child.
want to throw her burdens on you.
Yeah.
But the child is a burden?
Yeah.
Sort of.
No,
Being a single
they
parent
say
is not easy.
They have
No,
a
of course.
statement, the baggage, or they have a lot
Yeah,
of
baggage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Being a single parent is it's not a laughing matter. It's not funny. Even when it's used in jokes, people can laugh freely. Yeah. Being a single parent, it be serious.
Yeah, it be serious matter.
Serious.
It's not-
Yeah,
it's
I've
not a
witnessed
joke,
it so
really.
many times. Raising a child alone is it's no
quite-
joke.
it's quite-
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
it's not a joke.
So me, I'm like the Lion Kingdom. Do you know about lions? So what a lion does is that if it finds a lioness that it loves, and that lioness has cubs, it kills all of them and they start afresh. No, you can Google this. It's true.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah,
true,
it kills all of them.
So you're saying
no, me,
that
I won't
You a
kill
lion?
them. No, that's why I won't kill them. I won't even go.
you don't have the
first
urge
place.
of killing them.
Exactly. So I won't see a woman with a kid or a woman with a baby behind and be like, I like you. Never. It's like a combo repellent. You repel me.
So like you said that, well, if you don't know, you
Yeah.
date the person, but if you get to know later on, you consider the person is worth it to continue a relationship.
Yeah.
So if the person is not worth it, there and then you break up with the person.
No, but if the person is not worth it, we wouldn't have even gotten there in the first place.
Then it's not like if you get to know later and the person is worth it, you stay in the relationship. If you get to know later, you still stay in the relationship. Then it's not because the person is worth it. That's why you're
No,
still-
if I get to know later, we got to later because you are worth it. The relationship
Exactly.
got that long because you are worth it. Those who are not worth it is one night stand. We can't even find your number. We can't remember how we saved your number because it's not worth the thought. Yeah, you get it. But when it's worth it, that's how even we fall in love. Yeah, and if me, I'm in love.
whenever you say
Yeah,
this,
it
fall in
sounds
love,
very-
it's so
I know,
weird in
right?
my ear.
Yeah.
so weird.
You fall in love.
Whenever we fall in love, you and
Like,
who?
hey, I can't even know.
Oh,
Please, we are not in the wheel. Be in that wheel by yourself.
I can
Which one is
surprise you
we falling
people.
in love?
Oh. I can be romantic. Oh.
So I don't understand how does this we fall in love and is now translated
When we fall in
into
love.
being romantic or something.
No, because I'm saying the love, if it is one-sided, it doesn't work. But if we fall in love, I can't fall in love with
As in
myself.
you and the lady.
Yes, please. That you are smart. Yeah, because if we are in love, if I fall in love with you and you reciprocate it, it's like the yin yang. Ow.
Yeah.
The kid is just like a dot. Come on. I can't overlook that kid.
So
Like,
that means even if you meet her and you meet her with a child,
it
and
won't happen.
So do you ever experience like something like love at first sight?
Yeah,
That
like-
kind of a
Oh,
thing.
Akamo don't get some.
no, yeah, something like that.
Because
And
you're
then
talking about love a lot,
has
love.
A child, but you meet her and you fall in love with her. What will you do?
No, but me,
Deny yourself.
no, love has never happened at first sight. Me, it's sex at first sight. Yeah, it always happens. It's sex. Oh, yeah, nice ass. Okay, how it go look if she come into my yard? Oh, nice boobs. How will it look in my hands? Oh, nice face. How would her face look when she's mourning? Yeah, that's me.
Oh la la. Jeez.
Yeah, come on, you don't go kill us.
Oh, boss.
That's bro.
Oh,
What's your take on this?
yeah. So I will. Yes, I will because
You don't mind, eh?
I don't mind. Yeah, because if I'm in love with you, I should love everything about you.
Oh, nice.
So if you have a kid, there's no problem. The only challenges, no, let me say the challenge or whatever it is between you and I, not the kid. So that one I don't actually care. I care about the both of us, what we share. Yeah, so.
So what
the
if you
kid
meet
has-
those children that they don't like you?
They don't
If you
like
don't care and you care about both of you, and then
But the-
you know
so
the
the thing is,
child,
the most important
yeah, the
thing
child doesn't like you.
The most important thing is the person you met. You guys are sharing something in common. Like you guys are, doing something. You love each other. You are doing everything together. Like you
But
understand
the
what I'm
child
trying to say.
influences the
Yeah.
relationship.
Well, I
Yeah,
actually
sometimes.
yeah, sometimes, but it depends on the person I'm going out with. If you are following your child, then I go my way. But when it comes to you having a child, it doesn't really stop me from, being in a
Some
relationship with
kids
you.
are very stubborn.
Yeah,
It's
some
not
are
like he's
very
following the
stubborn.
child, but the child is there. It's
Yeah.
his child. and he will listen to the child, and
Yes,
he wants the
sometimes-
child to be happy, so
Oh,
he has
yeah.
to consider what the child thinks about
Yeah,
you
so,
being in the picture.
so this is it. The first thing you need to think about is the person you are going out with.
Yeah.
The second thing is for you trying to get this connection between you and the child. If there's the child doesn't want to have that connection with you, and the father is okay, cool.
Cool. As
You
in
understand?
Cool,
Like
cool
if
is forward.
the father is okay with you, he actually doesn't care about what the child is feeling. Okay, that one is fine. But if you are like following your child, like whatever he or she says or whatever it is, then it can't work. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But I don't mind.
I've heard a lot
Yeah.
of ladies actually say what she's saying to us, well, like they don't really mind because it's between the two, like the people involved in the relationship. If the child comes in and the child doesn't like then that's it. I've heard a
Is
lot
it
of
is it
men
is it
say-
more like women are more tolerant of the
Yes.
fact
Yeah.
that
Yes,
the man
yes,
has a
yeah.
child?
yes.
women are more
Because
tolerant.
men are like, hell no.
Yeah.
Men get to think too much about the whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, they don't want another man's child in the process.
Exactly.
It's
we
some way.
think is the reality, is the fact that
What's facts and reality?
okay,
about this.
I'm with my woman.
Tell them.
You understand? I'm telling them. I'm with my woman. Then knee comes to knock, bang, bang, bang. Why would knee, an ex of my woman, even do in my premises that he's coming to see his child? You see that unkwasi asem. You understand?
one too.
That
But there
unkwasi
is
asem.
also the aspect where the man has the child and the woman is still in the picture.
But most of the
Yes.
time, with in relation to the man, the kid is not with the man most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to the
The
man.
kid is with
The woman always
has
mother or the
custody.
woman.
But then the woman would be in the picture.
Yes, but
Well, you
I mean,
just
it's.
stop-
I mean, we look at it. It's both ways, right? The man being in the picture. I mean, there are really mature people that are like, fine, let's parent the child together, and there is no intruding into the woman's life. Like, I want
Yeah.
to make.
you don't want it there.
Yeah,
but
there
we
is-
are always
So
not
I-
comfortable.
But
with it.
but
Yeah.
men, sorry to say, but men are more like, oh, she has a child.
Yeah, then
That's
Yeah,
how
there's
men
no,
like.
like-
they don't
because
even
that's
want
how
to
we are.
consider
Yes.
it.
No, think about this way. Like, there's a woman, and let's say I'm dating you. There's another man in the picture. So it's like two men, sort of. Maybe the second man is not dating you, but to a man, because we are very territorial, it's like there are two men dating one woman.
Yeah.
Women are more tolerating when a man has two women than, like, maybe a woman having two men. Do you get my point?
Yeah, we are not Indian men.
no,
So it's one
no,
man.
get my
one
point.
woman.
No. I
want to see
understand your
another man
point
close.
being of a man looking at the fact that okay, there will be two men or something.
Yeah.
Women too don't like the fact that there's a woman in the picture.
Yes, but
I think that if we are looking for a man that already has a child, it is even much more beautiful if the woman is not in the picture at all.
Yes, but women
Maybe the woman died or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the woman is. no. I'm just trying to. Yeah, it's
understand you.
more comfortable because of course the woman would keep thinking that woman somewhere something happens somehow.
It's actually both ways.
Yes, so
You also don't find it comfortable.
yeah, we don't find it comfortable.
Sometimes they get to a point that the ex even wants him back. And then she start creating issues between both of you.
What if the man goes now to drop off the child and then one they remember that morning they had breakfast and it was beautiful.
Are you
And
talking
then-
about a movie?
No, like these are like really crazy.
It happens, it happens.
Yeah, and then now before you know it, some one day has
one
happened.
hot afternoon,
One
yeah.
and then
afternoon in Ghana, we are at work.
and then you don't understand how your man is now interested in going to drop off the child in the
All
woman's
the
house.
time,
like
yeah, because
yeah, I'll
there's
take the
something
child, like-
there.
Yeah.
I understand you. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm talking about the psyche of men, like how we think. Like women are more tolerating towards that than men, because men are very, very, very territorial. The fact that I'm thinking about another man in the picture that can come at any time, even sleep with you at any time, it happens.
The same
Oh,
way
it
I
has
think of
happened
another
so
woman
many
coming
No.
around and
I
sleeping.
understand you. No, Gadada gets me. I understand.
Get
I'm
him.
saying that
Get him.
women are more like they tolerate it more than men because of that. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
say,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
say
I
all
understand
that,
where you're
but-
coming from.
Sometimes it's not because they are tolerating, because they don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. eh?
No,
we
it's
just
not
asked
that.
you, would
They
you
just
date or not?
accept it.
No, they
It's
have
not
a
like
choice.
You actually
they
have a choice.
You can
but-
decide to stay or leave.
Yeah, they just accept
Yeah.
it.
No, you know
Because-
the choice where they say it's okay for a man to have multiple women, but it's not okay for
a woman.
Yeah, so it's not like they don't have a choice. It's like a norm, so they accept it and they want to move forward. They accept it and move forward.
It's like you being in a marriage and then all of a sudden a child walks in.
Yes, and says that's
He's
my
my
father.
That's my father.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's
that
already
one-
the
That
child.
one there is normal. It has been happening.
Yeah, you see, it's been happening.
make it look like
But
it is
look at it
normal
from
for
this
a guy to-
perspective that there is of course that marriage, and then one day a child walks in and then tells you that that's
That my wife
mother.
is your mother.
Yes.
I'll be like, yes, go and wait in her house. This is my house.
Sure.
This is my house. Go and wait in
No,
her
it
house.
would have been a different conversation altogether.
all together. Yeah, like
But the man expects that when the child walks in, you should understand.
of course now you have to understand.
But if it's the other way around,
Nah.
no, let's
Yeah.
Okay.
pack your things.
Okay, I think it's also because we live in an African setting, and here is more
Then-
patrilineal.
Yeah, oh
No,
please.
why?
Oh no.
Then
Oh
they
no.
find reasons to-
Oh no, it's not reason.
Yeah,
So
okay, let's go.
it's not
Yeah,
reason.
African society and
So there's this thread I saw on Twitter where a certain man asked, this topic came up, and he was actually telling men that they shouldn't get involved with single mothers because of the problems that come with
Yeah.
it. And he made a poll, even told women that they should ask their mothers that if he told men to ask their mothers that if they had the option to marry a single mother or someone that doesn't have a child, what would they suggest to the sons? And every mother was saying that no,
Yeah.
they shouldn't get married to single mothers.
we are our own enemies.
And a
now.
poll was
Of
made.
course, we are own
We are own
enemies.
enemies.
So
Of
it's not abnormal
What
that
is
that would
actually
happen.
wrong with marrying
Another
a
one
woman
too-
as a child?
Another one too was
We are own
made
enemies.
towards women, like ask your dad, and every dad was like when they asked their dads, every dad was like, okay, who is this person? Is he a good person? If he's a good person, fine, you can marry the person. But the mothers were like, God forbid, God forbid.
Yeah.
Even some of the mothers were single mothers. They were like, no,
Yeah.
like, don't marry a
This is one
single mother.
interesting thing. Every woman who has a child is connected to a man
Who has that child?
Yeah.
So
That's the funny
you don't
part.
get to see the men with the child because the children are with the women.
With the women.
So the men walk around
As though they don't have children. And that's why a man can marry and then some years
Exactly.
later
Yes. The
some
child
child
will
comes
come.
in and say, oh,
Because
that's
he
my
doesn't
father.
disclose that he has a child
Because
at
they
the
don't
beginning.
disclose it.
Yeah.
So it's easier to see a woman with child than it is to see a man with child. Unless the woman died
Yes.
or something happened some way
And the
and
child
then
is with the man.
exactly.
Or the
But-
woman left the child for the man. It
Yes.
also happens.
Yes,
also
or the woman
possible.
left the child for the man. Yes. But aside
you
that,
have-
most of the times it's when you hear single parents, it's women most of the
Women.
times.
Yeah.
The man is not in the picture.
Very
The man is
few
not in the
men,
picture.
very few men.
No,
are
the,
in it.
most men are also in the picture, but then the women have custody of the
you say
children.
most?
No,
Yes.
they.
Yeah, I said most because
But when they meet new relationships, not all of them disclose that I have
That
a
I have a
child.
child.
So they
yeah.
walk around as though they are men without kids.
yeah, and it's also because the man lives alone.
No, it's also because it is on the woman that the growing horizontally happens.
Yeah,
It is
the
not on
lives
the man.
alone. So if you come and visit me, I'm alone. And nothing has ever triggered me telling you about an offspring of something.
Why would
Why
I?
not?
No.
If I'm entering a relationship with you and it's getting serious,
You need to be honest.
disclose.
Yes.
If you are aware of this child, you need to disclose it.
You need
Unless you didn't know that you had a
Yeah,
child.
that's fine. But if you
But-
know, you have to tell
Then they
me.
didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, that's why after 50 years of marriage,
We didn't
somebody
know.
walks in and say, I'm the father. I didn't know.
So you see the problem is for our mothers.
Oh, it's
Like
interesting.
the story Risa said.
The thing is
The
that
problem is
The women are their problems.
we are our own problem.
Yeah.
I think that
Our mothers can say this.
I think the thing is that women will be more tolerant towards a guy who has a child because of the nurturing nature of a woman. Like women are naturally nurturers.
It's not girls today, or they don't have a feeble heart. Like today, girls,
They are more accepting of that because of their nature. You get it. But for men, it's the thing is that society is not fair. That's one thing that you have to understand. that society is not. Even if we make the argument that the last time we were talking about even cheating, that when women start cheating, it's different from when men start cheating.
Of
Because
course.
society is not fair towards women and society is not fair towards men. And that's the reality that we have now. A lot of men will not, if they have the option, like, let's say, even you as a mother, if your son grows up and he has the option of choosing a single mother or choosing
Hey,
choosing
a
A single a woman without a child.
children, you would actually tell him to.
Actually not, because I have a child and my family, there is never that thing of, oh no, this one, they don't pick people for you. My parents are always often concerned about the person, the personality.
I understand that.
How
But
is
what
this
if-
person? Is this person kind? Is this or
Okay.
that?
So what if you have the two options? This person is very kind. This person, and
I
this
wouldn't
person
choose
too-
for you.
No, and this person too, and the person comes to you to choose.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't choose for you.
Alright.
If you I'll ask you, so tell me about this one. Why do you think this one is this? Tell me about this, or I would advise.
Yeah.
Tell me about this
So
other
what
one. Why
would
would
be your advice?
Oh, my advice would be go and sit down and make your choice.
All right.
I'm not coming to stay in that home with you.
Yeah.
And if I tell you that,
You.
choose this one because she doesn't have a child, it doesn't make any sense.
make
Because
any sense.
I don't know, maybe a man would say that, no, go for the single one or something. But me, I do not. I mean, the child didn't ask to be somewhere, and now we have to sit down and be like, oh, no, we don't have to choose you because you're in the picture or something. No, the child has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with the person you're dealing with. Now, if you have these two people and you come to tell me, okay, I have two women, one has a child, one doesn't have a child, that is not a criteria that we need to discuss on the table. Definitely not.
The thing is that with the one person having a child, now you have to deal with two people because the father too is also in the picture. The woman might be great, but the father might be something else.
Fucking guy.
So let's say you know that this will bring problems. You get it? Sometimes the woman is not a problem, but the father of the child.
Then you, the man, make that decision. Because if you decide to marry, it means that you now know that you can make decisions that are favorable for your future home or family and stuff. Make that decision. I, as a mother, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would ask you, so, in fact, were you not thinking, oh, you've been in the relationship for this long with this one, didn't you know this is happening?
All right.
Why is the child now a criteria for you selecting which of the women you want to settle with?
Okay.
The child is not the criteria. So I think you know which one you want to go with. Yeah, you know which one you want to go with. So
For me, I don't really mind if the person is dead. If the father,
you see, somebody said I'm a murderer. The father has to be dead.
and the child has to be maybe young. If the child is young, fine. If the child is very grown, then it means that I'm old too, so I don't really mind.
Grown. What
Yeah,
do you
maybe
mean
the
grown?
child is like
20.
18?
If the child is like 30 years,
Oh my God! Then you should be like 60.
then I'm
Oh, you're
grown.
married
So
to an
it's
elderly woman.
yes,
Fine.
yes. So that's okay because I know the child can take care of himself or herself, so it's not really a
Well,
big
that
deal.
means
Oh, so
you
if
are
you're
you are
taking
marrying.
care, that's your problem.
Like if the person is old, if the person is a teenager, it can be a problem sometimes because teenagers and how they don't really want you.
I have a question though to the guys here.
You are
So
listening.
so the whole picture of a woman and a child. So what is the problem in there? Is it taking responsibility
Oh no.
for a child,
It's the father of the child.
or
No,
is
don't-
it the father of a child?
No.
Responsibility
Or-
of the child.
What is topmost? Maybe just grade that. What is topmost? What is the topmost thing you consider, and then what is really at the bottom of that?
Me, the person.
Yeah, I think most of the time it's the person.
Is
The
this
woman. Yes, the woman.
What is her problem? What is the problem with the woman?
I'm talking about the problem.
Yes, it's the
yeah,
woman.
well, how is
Okay,
she
it's
a
the
problem?
woman. Okay.
Okay, even if the father of the son or the daughter or the kid is still alive, I don't mind. The problem is you. How disciplined are you?
Explain discipline.
Good. She cited an example. I'm going to drop off the kid. Maybe I'm taking the kid to the dad's house, and then dinner or
Yeah,
lunch
there's
or
some
whatever,
nice
something
breakfast
happens.
remembrance.
I am not there. You can come home so clean. I didn't see anything. How disciplined are you to comport yourself, or let's say to control yourself in that way, and then be like, okay, you just drop off the kid, you come back home. I don't have a problem, even if you go and have lunch with your kid's father.
You don't have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem.
Oh, okay.
But have no, it's true. Be disciplined. You understand?
Yeah.
That's all. So I look at the woman. You get that's all.
Yes.
I don't
But
really
before
mind.
Akambo was speaking, if you have something to say. Before, even fine, that is for a woman who has a child. But even a woman who doesn't have a child can still walk out of that house and go sleep with someone. So it's not. So it's a general thing.
That's why he's putting it on the woman.
Exactly.
Yes, the
He's not
woman.
putting it on the
Yeah,
child.
yeah.
So it's on the woman.
Yes.
So it
So
boils
he's
down
saying
to
the
the woman
woman.
is just like every
Yeah.
other woman.
Yeah.
So
Simple.
if you eventually go do that anywhere,
So
then
what, yes, yeah.
the woman is the major.
I think it's the woman. For
Okay,
most
so
men,
me, I'm putting it on the child too.
Okay.
Now, check this. If me and you date, you understand, you are with me, you're a single mother. There are instances where the reality is that she wouldn't have so much time for you, the guy, like a single lady would, like a lady without a child would. Now, she can't come and do sleepover because she has to take care of this child. This child is going to school tomorrow. You understand? So she has to be at home, and then school. So she has to put things together, take the child to school. Even if she comes to visit you, she'll be like, oh, I have to leave at 3 o'clock to go and pick the child. You see, all these are responsibilities that maybe I am not ready for. You get me?
Oh yeah.
Because if I tell you that, oh, come to my place, and check, you have no child with you, it's just you. You can come to mine there, or me, I come to your place. But if I should come to your place, you have a child, and we are getting intimate. How many of you know of this song, Abanuma Abeku, early 2000? Man has an erection, and then a child walks in that he can't sleep. You can't sleep, saying.
He cannot sleep.
He can't sleep, saying.
I mean, okay, for somebody like Akambo, right?
So,
I would just say that
understand?
Akambo, when you see a woman that has a child, just walk away. Just
That's what I do. I don't even
because
watch twice.
where you're coming from is okay. Just walk away.
Just walk
Yeah,
away.
just
And make sure
walk
you
away.
don't fall in love.
Yes.
Oh, but if you don't start there.
Love at first sight.
No, me, my
He said he
mine is
doesn't
sex
do love at first sight.
Well,
Yeah.
for now he doesn't do it until he does.
I know,
That
right?
there you can see my future.
Hey.
But with me, yeah, a man with a child.
You don't mind.
I'm not gonna say I don't mind. I mind. I need to have a conversation with you. Yes, because
Let's talk.
let's talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk. I mean, because if it gets serious, I'm dating you. I'm dating your
The
child as
child,
well.
of course. Yeah.
And maybe I'm not ready to have two people. You know, dating a man alone is a different thing. But having a child in there automatically become like a mother.
Yeah.
So am I ready for that? Maybe I'm not ready to mother a child. But
Yeah.
if I was ready, I would have given birth to one myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to have the conversation with you. Maybe do not introduce a child to me yet. Yes, I know you have a child,
But of course,
yes, let me be
yeah.
ready before maybe
Yeah.
we get into the conversation of, oh, I want you to meet my
Oh,
child.
I see with you on that.
And I meet your child, and whether your child likes me or not, that's a different conversation. Yeah, so I feel it's going to be some sort of a process for me accepting it. Yeah, before I can actually say, okay, let's go and do this.
Yeah. I think the important thing is telling.
Yeah, speaking of
We all need to know that this is this. You have a child, or I have a child, and then, I mean, we go on. It's not like I have a child, then oh yeah, come and go and meet my child or something. Oh yeah, yeah, or something. Yeah, I mean, it's a gradual process, and for most, for me, for example, I don't think it's a very difficult thing introducing a man to my child. I mean, it has to really get to the point where, you know, I am very sure that the person wants to meet this, and even if the person wants to, me to have to be very sure that I want the person to meet my child. Yeah, so it's a whole. There's protection every way. The man is protecting his interest with the woman. I am protecting my interest with the man and then with my child. So it's. I mean, it's a whole. Yeah.
So in as much as I don't mind, I don't also wish to be in a situation where I find a single mother. I don't mind
But
if it comes, cool. But it's not something that I want to.
Like a giddy giddy.
Yeah, I don't mind if it comes, cool.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not something I'm looking for.
I do have a friend that is actually looking for a man that already has a child.
Wow.
Yeah, she's very uninterested in giving birth or anything.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so if the man has a
There's
child,
no pressure.
praise God. Praise
Yeah,
God. Like,
he
she'll
has
just
a
crap
child.
that out. Like, I am very uninterested. I mean, people have different
Yeah.
reasons why maybe they don't want or they want, you know.
That's the first time I'm hearing that. Actually.
First, jeez. Please,
Like
that
someone doesn't want to give birth.
Yeah, I know
that's why.
somebody.
Oh, plenty. Please, there are very plenty.
I know somebody.
Wow.
And then some guys too.
There are very plenty.
They're
A lot
looking for
of
woman with
them.
Children.
Some guys are also looking for women with
Yeah.
children. They don't want
They
the
don't
whole
want
process. So they just want, okay, there's already a child here, fine. Then we can just
That's a
remove.
nice idea for the genotype thing or crisis thing. Because if you are a woman that you have that thing with you, you can actually opt for that. A woman that has
I
a
feel
child.
like you're changing your mind now.
No. It's not some as what's your name again?
Akambo.
No, Marie said it's not something that's like.
You have forgotten.
Hello. I was going to say hello. I was like, no, what's your name?
Ask Hello, say.
So that's hello, sir. It's not something that like maybe I'll go for giddy 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 and say, oh, because Akambo made a very valid point that Charlie, it's a lot of responsibility because if you're not ready, if you are not ready to like have kids or look after a kid and a kid comes into the picture and Charlie, the way you go make hot.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you are ready, then
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. If you are ready, you know that this person, Charlie, I can take care of this.
Some people naturally like blended families. Some people naturally like, I want a man that already has a child.
Yeah.
I mean, people have multitude of reasons
Yeah.
why they want certain things. For Akambo, it's a lot of responsibility, and the child is taking away the time he's going to be spending with the girl.
Akambo's problem is the fact that he'll be humping on this woman
And then the child would walk in and be
Mommy,
like,
I can't
"Mommy, I can't
Akambo's
sleep."
only problem.
One of the problems.
What other problem?
That one is a major problem.
It's a major problem.
Ah, okay.
So maybe you know when to do it. Maybe you do it when the child is gone to sleep.
No, he's saying when the girl comes for sleepover.
No, I'm saying she won't even be able to come
For the sleepover.
because she can't leave the child alone in their apartment.
Even when he goes for sleepover, the child will be like, "Mommy, I
So
can't
you can't
sleep."
have the relationship without sleepovers.
What are you talking about?
I'm just asking. You can have a relationship.
So a relationship without sexual satisfaction.
No, sex is not only in the evening. You can have sex in the
Now,
afternoon.
that's why it shouldn't work.
They are weekend
Got it
afternoon.
there.
Guy, then he wants light out,
wants light
and dark room.
We should draw
David.
his curtains and then have the room dark.
Oh,
You
sorry.
just look at
They
how
have the curtain that still allows light.
Single room has eaten your head. Single room arrangement.
But some kids
All right.
are very jealous.
Oh,
Yeah.
some kids.
The
Some
way you
kids.
said very, very jealous.
Yeah,
Like
looks
you
like you,
feel
yeah.
it. Talk to us. Talk to us.
Oh, there are.
Yes, because sometimes you want to be in the relationship, but the child,
What is the jealousy here?
It
What,
looks- do you have an experience like that?
no.
why?
Why?
No, because you keep stressing on that point.
The
But
jealous
truly,
part.
some kids are
You know, for me,
Very
something.
protective of their parents.
They don't want any woman,
yeah, to replace their
especially if it's a girl. Maybe the girl is grown, probably in her teenage, and then the
That
dad
it
is now
becomes
yes,
difficult.
it becomes really difficult. The dad is now looking for a woman. That girl,
stress.
it's more like impossible. she will make sure it's impossible.
Yeah.
And for most of the times, if the mother is still in the picture, she would. I don't know. These children. I've seen some things, but
But some too, they do that to save you.
no. But when you see something like that happening, why would you even want to be there? I would just like. Thank you for showing me that this is the extent to which you can go.
Sometimes those kids, sometimes you need a little patience. Just give them time.
For a 16-year-old.
Oh, don't come around. I don't blame them. They know that this is their mother, and then all of a sudden their mother is not in the picture anymore. So now it's them and their dad. Then after some time, your dad is introducing a new one to you. So now they are like, how are they going to blend in? So they are just being protective of their fathers because they've been with this man for a very long, with just the two of them. And there's a third person, so they're just being protective. So I feel children like that, when you give them just some time, just allow them exhibit whatever they want to exhibit. With time, they come around. They'll definitely come around.
Some are very protective of their mother's space.
Yeah, they have to fight for their parents.
Yes, this space is for my mother. I mean, there's nobody. There's no way anybody is coming in here.
They come around. With time, they will come around. Your kids.
Kids?
Yeah.
At 16? Yeah, they are still children, but
So Edwin, you, if for instance you're introducing your child to your boyfriend or your man, and the child is exhibiting all those things, what are you going to do about it? Will you let the man go because your child says no?
Oh no, there's for me, for example, I don't think before we get to the point of introducing anybody, I'd have to have told my child that there is this and there is this, there is this. If he has anything to want to do, he should do it to me. Not when I've brought the person and then we want to. And you will change by fire, by force. No, because I want to discuss this thing. I know it's a new thing. It's change. So I need to tell you that, okay, there's this person in the picture. And then, we it's a journey, just like we talked about, like, it takes time before you want to introduce. Same for the child accepting of this person. It's the same way the person is accepting of this child. So it's a process. Yeah. So I want to let him in on every step of the way. Yeah, there is someone, but I'm not ready to introduce the person to you yet. Yeah, probably. My son is very inquisitive though. And he would dig he would dig the information out of you.
But what if you meet a man with a child?
Oh, me, I don't mind. I think I actually do admire it. Yeah, I do. Yeah. If it's in terms of preference, I'd prefer a man with a child. Not because I have a child. I don't know, but yeah, I do prefer.
All right.
Yeah, I do.
Is it because you feel they have that kind of nurturing thing that women naturally have?
I don't know. But then the category of people that are thinking, if the man already has a child, maybe I wouldn't have to give birth again. Probably, yeah. That's kind of falling in that. Yeah, there's no pressure on you. Having you.
You shall be
you. But it's not like two single people.
It's not two single people,
Your
and then
family is giving pressure.
Yeah, the man too wants a child. Every.
All those kind of pressure is not there.
Yeah, and nowadays. Children are the new economy.
I know.
Children suck away your life. They take away your life. They take away your money. They take away
everything.
So it's trust me. I don't know if people are thinking about it like I am, but people are really thinking about, do I really want a child? Especially now, people are like, we can do without a child.
I know, you can do without.
Aside the fact that the child, comes with all of these things, and then most of the times I know women that run mad because they gave birth. Post-traumatic, whatever, it's terrible. It takes a toll on women. Plenty people. And in Africa, for example, these are things we don't talk about. Yeah. Women don't know about post-traumatic anything. Yes, that after this, there's something like that. And you find women going through these things, and people will be like, oh, this woman hates their child. They don't hate their child. It's just something that they themselves don't understand. And you see, there is this podcast that women come to share their stories about having a child, like what it did to them later on, and if they are giving them some maybe another choice, would they want to have a child? And lots of these women, no way, hell no. Yeah, and they kind of describe how children stole their life from them. Like they feel like they can't live anymore because they can't do any other thing. And most of the times we talk about marrying somebody supportive or meeting someone that's very supportive. Yeah, it works, but how many?
And how much support anyway?
And how much support? So yeah, and how much? But there are some very.
Have you been through it before?
I read an article. The women were always saying that like they couldn't, like they had dreams, and having the child, they couldn't accomplish those dreams anymore. Okay. But people too were encouraging them that having looking after kids after another human being is the greatest thing ever.
That's what they always say. That is the greatest thing.
Gracious has an amazing.
Yeah, it's the greatest.
That is to motivate you.
To motivate them to procreate.
I just feel it's so unfair that women have a clock ticking.
Everyone has a clock.
Everybody does.
But men can.
Men's clock is more like a lifetime clock or something.
Even old men can give
It depends.
It depends on what. Then that means the person has a medical problem. And maybe the person
That's
has
also
a
a clock
medical
that's
problem. If not, no, we have a clock that even if you are healthy, when that clock ticks, you are done. You cannot.
Even your egg stop producing extra.
It's so not fair. You should be given the time.
I think it's natural. It's a natural way of controlling how many children.
You want to be able to give birth at 60 years?
No, hell no.
How would you push?
No.
How would
I
you
think
push?
it is
We
fair.
want to give birth at 60.
Because of the clock ticking, that's why it's impossible that we cannot give it at 60. But if we're all like men that can hump at 60, we should be able to.
No, you can also.
Do you know
hump at
that you wouldn't even want that at 60?
Don't mind them.
Because even at 25, it's even painful.
You
Then
know
you
the
want that
strength.
at 60.
The pain
You wouldn't want
go
that.
through.
No,
It's
listen.
actually fair to you.
Listen, it's not fair. If there's a way, fine. There are other ways of pushing out a child. You can have a cesarean section, which is very okay now.
Did you hear what you spoke about? The whatever.
Post-traumatic.
You want to go through that
No,
at
wait,
60?
listen. I'm just saying that it is.
Postpartum
aside the
depression.
whatever. It's just not fair that we have a clock that ticks and then there's a time that childbirth ends.
Yeah, I think it's
Therefore,
fair.
you have to give birth at a particular time because your clock will tick. Therefore, you cannot achieve certain
Then
things
give the
anymore.
better.
Simple.
No, it will still it steals your dream and things away from you.
Then don't give the birth.
Society expects that you have a child.
Then do your dreams.
No, you don't get what I'm saying.
I get
They
it.
do get what they are just yes. Yeah.
No, I think if you
Yeah,
want to
choose one.
if you want to accomplish your dreams, accomplish it.
Accomplish.
No, you
Don't
can't.
want to give
like-
birth.
You
Give
all
birth.
know what I'm talking about. There are women who are society expects that
Society
they-
doesn't own your body.
Is
No,
society
listen,
living
but
your
there are
life?
women who fall prey to it. I mean, society cannot own my body, but there are women that fall prey to it, and then they go by these things, and then they lose their lives in the process.
There are women that probably it's not just about society. We are talking about postpartum depression and things. There are things that
post
happen.
what?
Postpartum depression.
Patum.
Yes, postpartum.
Patum.
Patum.
Okay.
Things happen to them like that, and they can't handle it. There are women that they can't handle any other thing after putting to birth.
Yes.
Yes, and it's not that they don't want to. They really want to, but things are just not working. Things just don't. I don't know how depression works and all of that. I mean,
Actually, it's not
So-
fair, but how we do
Well, we are in it.
yeah. So back to single partners with children. Yeah, I mean,
When you have a
yeah.
partner with a child,
All of these things, you not think about all of these things, Abby.
Yes.
You can pursue your career like we're talking about,
dreams.
your dreams. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you're 60 now, you can think about it.
You can abort it.
Hey,
You can do what?
hey.
Abort.
I mean, there are lots of children without parents.
Adopt.
Adopt, yeah. Adopt.
You say
I heard about.
No, it's okay. Adopt, I mean.
Adopt.
Hey,
Yeah, you can
Rita.
adopt. Yeah, I mean that's one thing too. Because this whole giving birth thing is not about just there's a child in the picture. There's a 9 months.
Right.
Anyway, so guys,
Talking about.
Charlie, it's your choice at the end of the day. So yeah, don't forget to like. Producer, you can end it there.
Yakasao.
Why,